Rob Burnham, ATA Preacher Man RB, and this is another episode of Retro Land Comics. It's time to do another episode of Comic Book Reviews. It's time reviewing Metal Man issue number 4. And what happens in this issue, it starts off with this robotic-like monster that's made of this deadly gas, and it's going throughout the city, and the Metal Man come in, and they attack the monster, and they're able to defeat it, but it winds up disappearing, and going off somewhere and they don't know where it went. And we find out that apparently that the Metal Man can change their metal because throughout this comic I noticed that they keep calling metal lead and then switching it back up from lead to metal, lead to gold, my bad. From gold to lead and then lead to gold. So I'm guessing he's able to change through the different types of metals for some reason, because I ain't got issue 3, so I'm not really sure what happened between issue 2 and issue 4. But, like I said, they save Helen and they stop the monster. And then, after that, we see that Gold is able to do certain things because this ring that is on his forehead, and it gives him the ability to do more stuff with his metal body than the others. And then we see this other group watching this monster tear through the city, and I'm guessing they're the group that controls it. And then, like I said, the Metal Man's able to defeat the monster, and then Helen leaves the professor because he's a hero now, and he wouldn't have time for her, so she winds up leaving. And then we see the rest of the Metal Man, and this is when it starts getting confusing because they keep, like I said, calling gold lead and then calling him gold again from when he's lead. So I'm guessing he's able to change his structure and change what kind of metal he is. After that, there's this other robot that they're fighting that shows up, and it got different chapters in this comic book, so it's bouncing off around everywhere. And they're in this other battle, and they're fighting off against Dr. Morrow's robot that is actually not Dr. Morrow, it's the Robot Union, UNION. And then the M80s show up at the end and come and get the thing that Dr. Morrow was trying to get, and they take it off by themselves. And after that, we see them taking it off right here. And then after that, we see that the professor that made the Metal Man is in a time loop of sorts, and he's with this colonel that has been tracking him down this whole time, and he shows him a future event of the Metal Man pretty much killing everybody and destroying everybody, so let's see what happens to that. But other than that, that's all that really happened in this comic. My rating for this comic is probably going to be a 5 out of 10. As always, Rob Burnham, make your Preacher Man RB sign out. Guys, GG's awesome. It's been an episode of Retro Land Comics. See you on next time.